One thing I should say, and if you know me, then you know this, and if you don't, I'm a guy who moved to China one day, knowing no Chinese, not really having an idea of what the hell I was doing. So I'm used to, jumping off that cliff. I don't know what to do with myself this weekend. It's a very strange feeling. Yeah, it's Friday, and I usually am figuring out my plan to see open houses on the weekend, but I don't think I'm going to do it this weekend. I bought a house. It seems my morning walk at Shenley Park has been kind of taken over by teams. Looks like practicing. Oh, by the way, my name is Jesse, and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time, you might be a little confused. If you have watched previous videos, you know that I've been doing house hunting in my new home in Pittsburgh. And if you watched my video from last week, you might have, you will have seen the house I bought. In my earlier video, which I'm going to provide a link to below, I looked at 3 houses, and I bought the middle house, the house in the Brookline neighborhood of Pittsburgh. It's, it's a cute little house, at least in my eyes, and it's a cute little house in Summer's eyes. She loves it. It's 2 bedrooms, ranch style, with a basement downstairs. It's got 2 bathrooms. It's small and cute and looks well maintained, but all will be revealed when I have the inspections next week. At least I hope all will be revealed, and I hope all is fine. I'm the kind of guy, though, it's never over till it's over. We've agreed on a contract, but nothing will be done until a month from now when we close on the deal. I suppose a lot can happen between now and then. I guess I should say I'm not anticipating any problems, but who anticipates emergencies, right? Oh, I guess I should say that ambulance we saw before, it's just hanging around here. There's a lot of what seem to be college students. I saw Slippery Rock sweatshirt. I don't know if that is who's here doing the practicing. Could be a number of teams. Who knows? But I think the ambulance is just here for precaution. Don't worry. The most likely possible accident will be old man run down by cross-country team. Back to the matter at hand, my new house. I want to talk about the decision-making process and why I made this decision. I arrived in Pittsburgh on August 12th, and I think last weekend was my 3rd weekend of seeing open houses. Man, I look at, Redfin and Zillow every single day, and the houses usually, pop on the radar on Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So, that has been a huge time suck for me. It's like my new hobby, my new obsession is looking at houses and saying, do I want that one? Do I want that one? Oh, I hate that one. What about this neighborhood? I've never been to this neighborhood. Well, I've never been to any neighborhoods because this is the first time I've been in Pittsburgh, pretty much ever. And yet, I bought a place 3 weeks into my stay here. where was I? So buying a house after 3 weeks was not... Can you guys hear me? Yeah, buying a house after 3 weeks was not my timeline necessarily, but it wasn't out of my timeline. I thought I would come here, and when I found a room to stay in, renting a room from an acquaintance of a friend, I told her, I don't know my timeline, I'll probably be in the room 2 to 4 months. Let's just work with that. And she was happy with that. And in a way, it's working out perfectly. I will have stayed in her house for 2 months. So there's that. I was figuring, look, I could take months and months to look, or I could find a place that I liked and snap it up. What I really like about this house is it is small, well-maintained, in a neighborhood that I had targeted. This is a short walk to a commercial street with restaurants and stores and, you know, businesses that I like. It's close to the city. Well, it's Friday. I looked at the house Sunday. In between that span, I haven't felt any buyer's remorse yet. I mean, this is all new to me. Not just Pittsburgh, but the house hunting. I've been in China most of, well, you know, at least half of the last 20 years. And the last time I bought a house was, I think, in 1995. And I didn't have that for very long, like 2 years. Anyway, so as I looked at these houses, of course, I was getting a feel for what I could get for the money, what I liked in terms of size and neighborhood and feeling. There was a real crisis moment a little more than a week ago when I was thinking, I really want to be in the city proper, and I really want to get a condo because I don't want to mess with all the, I don't know, the normal extra maintenance that goes into owning a house compared to paying an HOA fee and having it taken care of for you, you know, like roof and lawn and exterior stuff. Anyway, apparently I got over that, or I changed my mind. What I did feel was I see real value in taking my time, looking at as many properties, as many neighborhoods as possible, especially since I am not forced to make a decision. As I said, you know, I have at least 4 months with my landlord host, and possibly, you know, longer. It's a good situation. It's in a good neighborhood. Yeah, so I was not forced to buy. And so I could take as long as I wanted, reasonably. And as I started looking at these houses and saying, oh, I like that one. Oh, I like that one. Oh, I like that one, something else popped in. And that was that I don't get a lot of time to decide. Whatever house I say, oh, yeah, I could live there. Let me think about that. It's probably sold within the week. And so, even though I saw a lot of places that I would like to live, and I would see more, presumably, first of all, you never know what the market's going to do. You never know what the availability, the inventory is going to do. Besides that, though, it's not like, oh, I can save that house for later. The houses come, the houses go. And I think it was emotional. I saw that house And I know you're not supposed to buy a house on emotion, but be clear, it's not emotion only. It was emotion plus 3 weeks of looking, plus understanding the market, plus understanding that neighborhood. I don't know, I might be talking out of my ass. The regret may be later. For now though, relief, euphoria, a little bit of anxiety because, you know, I understand we don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. One thing I should say, and if you know me, then you know this, and if you don't, I'm a guy who moved to China one day, knowing no Chinese, not really having an idea of what the hell I was doing. So I'm used to, jumping off that cliff. Leap, and the net will appear. I believe that. I believe in myself. And one thing about Pittsburgh is that I've had no regrets about my decision to come here. So far, everything is good. My job at Pitt is good. My host landlord is good. The walking is great. Even the weather has been great, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. And I think I did my due diligence. I understood my budget, understood that I am in Pittsburgh because I cannot afford a place in San Francisco where I'd love to spend the rest of my days. I understand that I can get so much more in Pittsburgh than in a place like Portland, Oregon, where I searched. I'm happy. A few last thoughts before I end this video. I was thinking about what I had said about condo versus house. I want to talk about that. In the end, or at least at this moment, I have concluded that I'd rather have a house than a condo. The HOA fees only cover so much. They could go up. You don't know the situation with the association and the neighbors and, who are essentially your partners in this upkeep. Versus a house, in addition to, not having neighbors as such, they go up in value more as a general proposition. I think those things factored highly in. The next thing is that I'm so stupid. I thought that this was a practice, but they were just warming up. This is an actual meet. And I'm very glad I'm not in their way now. And then finally, about the house. I'll have plenty more to say about it in the future. It's a big thing. But I'm going to end this video now. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. If you have any comments, please drop them below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Press the like button. Like. And finally, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Catch you guys later. Bye.
Come on, Lydia. That's it, Lydia. Get up here with Kaylee.
All right, Lydia, let's go.